students, welcome back to KapMan Academy, and today we are going to talk about another type of physical barrier in the non-specific immunity, which is your gastrointestinal tract. So as we already know, your GI tract is composed of the mouth, the stomach, small intestine and the large intestine, right? So when the microbe it enters the host body, it first reaches the stomach and there it gets killed by the gastric juices, right? Due to the highly acidic pH, which is 2 to 3 and contains HCl, proteolytic enzymes, and mucus. So they actually leads to the neutralization of the invading pathogen, right? So this pH is actually sufficient to kill the invading microbes and toxins, right? But there are some exceptions. In the stomach, there are some type of the microbes which can actually survive the acidic pH. For example, your protozoan cyst, Helicobacter pylori, Clostridium, and Staphylococcus toxins. So they actually can survive in the gastric juices. Right? So when they actually bypass the stomach, then they further encounters the another part of the immune system, which is the intestines. So these intestines also have some specialized type of cells. First of all, they are categorized into two categories. First is your small intestine and second is your large intestine, right? As you can see here in this image, right? So small intestine here, it damages the microbes by some sort of secretions like pancreatic juices, secretion of biles, different type of enzymes which are proteolytic enzymes, and the most important, the gut system, right? But if we talk about the large intestine, in that case the normal or natural microbiota of the host is very important, because that actually inhibits the growth of natural microbiota. It inhibits the growth of pathogenic invading microbes, right? So now let's talk about the gut associated lymphoid tissue, which is actually present in both your small intestine and in the large intestine. So they actually, one thing is that your gut also contains the mucous membrane, which we had already discussed in our previous lecture, right? So in case of the intestinal tract, they contain Pennate cells. They contain specialized cells which are known as Pennate cells, and these Pennate cells, they produce certain type of antimicrobial peptides. For example, lysozymes and certain type of peptides which are called cryptins, right? And all these peptides, they are actually toxic for the invading pathogens, right? Apart from the Pennate cells, there are other type of cells, specialized cells, which actually help in the disintegration of the pathogenic microbes, such as M cells, which we already discussed in the mucous membrane chapter, right? Apart from that, there are goblet cells, right? And then there are certain type of pair patches, right? And there are another one which are known as your isolated lymphoid follicle, which is rich in your B cells and leads to the secretions of IgA, which are secretory immunoglobulin, right? So your gut actually, it contains certain type of cells, specialized cells, which helps in the degradation or digestion of certain type of the antigens. Right? So this is all about the GI tract physical barrier, how it actually prevents the pathogens to infect the host body. So that's all for the today. Thank you.